Welcome back. It's now time for Midday Sports.
Days after Jamaica Cricket Association President Dr. Donovan Bennett revealed that the local body is now in the black after receiving overdue funds from Cricket West Indies, women's senior team captain Rashida Williams came out firing as she slammed the entity for their lack of attention on women's cricket. Speaking on the Mason Guest show on Tuesday night, Williams, who recently took over the Jamaican captaincy from veteran Stefani Taylor, says the lack of cricket in Jamaica is hurting the development of the game.
On Jamaica's list will be money. Our board continues to say they don't have enough money for female cricket. So, if we should play a tournament, the tournament would play just before we travel for our regionals, which I don't think is enough cricket for the women. If we want the sport to develop, we have to be playing more cricket. We have to be having more skills-based session. And that's not something that's happening regularly in Jamaica.
The Jamaicans surrendered both their regional titles from last year after losing the Women's T20 Blaze final to Guyana on Sunday night at Arnasville. Meanwhile, Operations Director of the Caribbean Premier League, Michael Hall, says they are planning around having a Jamaican franchise in the 2026 season of the CPL. It's been more than 5 years since Sabina Park last hosted a CPL game, and it's approaching 2 seasons since the island lost the Jamaica Tallowers franchise. However, it's understood that talks of a new franchise for the 2026 season are advanced, with owners from an Indian Premier League team keen on bringing CPL back to Jamaican shores. Speaking on Hits 92 FM Sports Grill on Tuesday, Hall confirmed the plans for a return to Sabina Park.
Certainly all of the draft tournament schedules that I have done next year, involve matches being played in Jamaica. So that's the direction that our planning is going. I can't say anything beyond that. Everything is pointing in that direction. I'm not going to be as definitive as Dr. Bennett has been in some of his pronouncements. But everything is pointing in that direction, and at this point, I am cautiously optimistic.
Reggae boy Joey Latibodiere and his Coventry City team were knocked out of the championship playoffs in England after Sunderland snatched a 1-1 draw in their return leg match on Tuesday to secure a 3-2 aggregate victory. Hosts Sunderland were closing in on a place in the May 24 final at Wembley. Aggregate, Latibodiere was an unused substitute for the Frank Lampard-coached Coventry City. Sunderland will face Sheffield United in the championship playoff final for a place in next season's English Premier League. The winner will join Leeds United and Burnley in the EPL after they secure the 2 automatic qualifying spots. And finally, the Indiana Pacers are back in the Eastern Conference Finals, knocking off the top-seeded Cleveland Cavaliers 114-105 in Game 5 of their second-round matchup in the NBA on Tuesday night. Facing elimination, Cleveland got off to a hot start at home and led by 19 points in the second quarter. But Tyrese Halliburton started a comeback for the Pacers, and the number 4 seed took a lead in the third quarter. It never let go. Now the top team in the East is out after a 64-win season. Meanwhile, the Oklahoma City Thunder took a 3-2 series lead over the Denver Nuggets with a thrilling 112-105 win in Game 5 of their second-round NBA playoff series on Tuesday night. It's the first lead in the series for the Thunder, the West's number 1 seed, who now will have the chance to win the series in Game 6 in Denver on Thursday night. And that's it for your Midday Sports. I'm Renata Brown.
And that's the Midday News Package. I'm Kerry-Ann Simpson. Join us at 7 for Primetime News. On behalf of the news, sports, and production teams, good afternoon.